I just got off the shower and I decided I'm gonna film this episode right away. Yes, because I feel so sorry I'm not uploading anything yet. There's one videos from New Year that I've been postponing. I'm still editing. I'm sure gonna upload soon. In the meantime, I want to keep you entertained with new episode of the podcast. I really hope you can enjoy it. So just a little quick update. Currently in Seoul, it's still January, and I just decided that this month gonna be my rest month. I'm just gonna rest, heal, recovery, and prepare for February because there will be a lot of things going on in February that I'm excited about. Yes, other than that, it's nothing much. There's another holiday coming up, Lunar New Year. So I really hope that you have a good time with your friends, family, and loved ones. Well, without further ado, let's get into the new episode of the podcast. All right? Hello. Welcome back to Redefining the World, where we dive into unconventional perspectives and reimagine how we navigate life. On today's topic, everything can be a joke. It sounds lighthearted, maybe even controversial, but trust me, there's more depth to it than you might think. Let's explore how humor can transform our lives, bring us closer, and maybe even heal us. Well, let's look at our recent examples. You might have heard the news about the US considering banning TikTok due to concerns over data privacy. It's a serious issue, right? But the internet, particularly Gen Z, found a way to turn it into comedy gold. People started referring to themselves as TikTok refugees, joking about fleeing to another Chinese app called Red like it's some kind of virtual migrations. Others also quoted, "I already willingly hand over my data to the Chinese government. What's the big deal?" Now think about that for a second. What could have been a grim and anxiety-inducing conversations about privacy and politics was transformed into a viral moment of humor. This is the power of comedy. It allows us to face the absurdity of the world and laugh instead of crumble. Honestly, I couldn't help but realize how similar my mindset is to Gen Z's. I think I'm a Gen Z too. The so-called most unserious generations. They master the art of taking things lightly, finding humor even in the most bizarre or stressful situations. It got me thinking about how we often let the weight of the world, or even just our personal anxieties, take over. But what if we took a step back, zoomed out, and decided to laugh instead? Wouldn't life be so much more manageable and, dare I say, lovable? Let's talk about healing through laughter. Think about a time when something felt overwhelming, maybe a heated argument with a friend or a minor disaster that seemed catastrophic in the moment. Looking back, doesn't it sometimes feel like a little ridiculous? Like that one time I insisted I was right about, I don't even remember what, but it led to a stubborn silence for days. Now I laughed because the issue was so trivial. Humor helps us see our past mistakes in a gentler light, doesn't it? There is a concept called gallows humor. It's when people use dark humor to cope with serious or even life-threatening situations. Medical professionals, for example, often joke among themselves to process the emotional toll of their work. I once read about a surgeon who, after a particularly tough operations, joke, at least the stitches are Instagram worthy. It's not about being insensitive. It's about finding a moment of levity to stay grounded in the face of overwhelming challenges. On a broader scale, Comedians like George Carlin or even the legendary Charlie Chaplin have spoken about how comedy isn't just about making people laugh, it's about holding up a mirror to society. Chaplin famously said, "To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it." How powerful is that? Of course, humor isn't always received well. It depends on culture, context, and perspective. Joking about natural disasters, illnesses, or social injustice can easily cross the line. So here's the questions. Is humor always healing, or can it sometimes hurt more than it helps? For instance, imagine someone joking about a recent tragedy. For one person, it might be a way to cope. For another, it might feel insensitive or dismissive. The key lies in understanding your audience, knowing when to laugh with someone, not at them. So, what can we learn from this? Humor is a tool, indeed a very powerful one. But like any tool, it has to be used thoughtfully. When we embrace humor, we allow ourselves to connect with others on a deeper level. It becomes a way to bridge gaps, soften conflicts, and find common ground. And sometimes, humor is the only way to make sense of a world that often feels nonsensical. I'll leave you with this thought. The most beautiful moments in life are not always the grand, serious ones. Sometimes they are the shared laughs, the unexpected giggles, and the silly jokes that bring us together. So the next time life feels heavy, try to find humor in it. You might just discover a new way to heal, to connect, and to live more freely. Thank you for tuning into Redefining the World. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to share with someone who could use a laugh or maybe just a new perspective. Until next time, keep laughing and redefining your world. I'll see you soon.